The glass was already in her hand when I noticed the way she avoided my eyes. Crystal stem, red wine, a practiced smile. My 51st birthday. Candles still burning. My plate untouched. She stood. The room hushed the way it does before a verdict. "I want to thank everyone," she said, voice light, rehearsed, "for celebrating honesty." Honesty. She turned slightly. Not toward me. Toward the corner of the room where a man too young to know the weight of a mortgage pretended to look surprised. "I'm leaving," she said. "I'm in love, and I deserve happiness." Applause broke out. Soft at first, then louder. My sons, my boys, joined in, smiling, clapping, as if this were a graduation, not an execution. I felt something inside me go still, not break, still. I pushed my plate away. The scrape against porcelain cut through the room. I stood. "Stay happy, boys," I said calmly. They laughed, nervous, expectant. But know one thing. Silence. "I'm not your biological father. I adopted you from an orphanage, out of pity." Her glass slipped from her fingers. "And today," I added, "my pity is over." I had suspected something weeks earlier. A look she gave her phone, too soft, too private. The way she flinched when I touched her shoulder, as if my hand belonged to a stranger. It started with a voicemail, not meant for me. Breathless, whispered, intimate, deleted before she noticed. I'd heard it. I didn't confront her. I never do things that way. I watched, counted late nights, memorized lies, noted the absence of guilt, only impatience. Then came the boys. They stopped calling me Dad, not abruptly, gradually, like erosion. They parroted her phrases, her contempt, her certainty. One night, my eldest said, "You wouldn't understand." That was when the question formed. Not about her, about them. I moved quietly. Precision over pain. I took a DNA test under the guise of a health screening. Smiled as the nurse drew blood. Thanked her. I pulled old adoption papers, dates that didn't align, names that were conveniently missing. I checked phone records, found transfers, gifts, tuition payments I hadn't authorized. She had been building an exit for years, using my money, using my silence, using my sons as witnesses. At night, lying beside her, I listened to her breathe and realized something terrifying. I felt nothing. No anger, no sadness, only focus. The results arrived on a Tuesday. Plain envelope, no drama, 0% probability. I read it twice, then folded it carefully, placed it in my jacket pocket. That evening, I set the table as usual. She talked about plans, vacations, futures that didn't include me. I slid the paper across the table. She frowned, froze. Her face collapsed inward, like a building losing support beams. "I can explain," she whispered. "I know," I said. That was all. I waited. For the birthday. For witnesses. For applause. Revenge is best served publicly, but never loudly. After my words landed, the room fractured. Whispers. Gasps. The younger man backed away, suddenly aware he'd mistaken a story for safety. My sons stared at me. Not angry. Afraid. Good. "I raised you," I continued. "I fed you, educated you, protected you, and you repaid me by cheering my replacement." I reached into my pocket. More papers, bank statements, trust revisions, revocations. "Everything you have," I said softly, "ends tonight." Her mouth opened, closed. "No," she said. "You can't." I smiled for the first time in years. I already did. I left before dessert. No shouting, no tears. Outside, the night was cold and clean. I felt lighter, not free. clean. Some men lose families. Others realize they never had one. I walked away knowing one final truth. Pity built that house, and without it, nothing was left standing.